This week on Rush Outdoors, we are mule deer hunting in South Dakota. Then back to New York on a whitetail hunt. We'll explore some interesting tidbits with Rush topics, and then it's member footage with Rush Uncut.
Awesome New York buck. Oh. That happened fast.
Look at this blood trail.
Got a really nice buck. Crazy. He's down. That's what I'm talking about. Yes!
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Wayne County, New York Department of Tourism. For more information, go to waynecountytourism.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Andrews. Today we're fishing out of Wilson, New York on Lake Ontario in beautiful Niagara County. We're fishing with On the Rocks charters, chasing trout and salmon.
So when would something like this air, like a year from now?
Coming. First one of the day here. On the Rocks charter. First one of the year for me. Nice coho.
All right, we just put one fish in the box. John did a great job. Nice sized coho. Waiting for the next rod to go up. Why don't you join me in South Dakota chasing mule deer with my PSE? Just left Montana. Matter of fact, we just pulled into South Dakota. Got about a 2-hour drive left going back to where I was with the bow in September. The mule deer really showed up pretty good there, so we got a short window of time to make it happen. I got 4 days to hunt with the PSE, and then what's going to happen is I go back to Wyoming and pull the CVA back out. Western tour continues. So early morning, doing my usual glassing. I got the vortex. I'm covering the whole field. I'm covering the coulees, and out of the blue walks a world-class muley.
He's too far. 110 yards.
He starts coming my way. I'm getting great footage, and then he turns, follows the doe, goes back and forth. I'm sitting back and enjoying the show. So I'm sitting back like I'm in a movie theater watching this big buck, and out of the blue in the lower part of the window, I catch a head of a mule deer doe, literally right underneath me. As I look down at her, I see the left main beam of a buck, a big buck. There's no way with that deer being so close that I can get to my camera and angle it down. Better take the shot now. Carbon Express on its way.
Thank you, Mom. Yes! Yes! He's down. Oh. I want you to know that my whole body is trembling, and it's not because it's cold. I've never had such a emotional ride on that deer. Holy cow. As you can see, I was watching the big one off in the distance, and on the blind here, there's like the glass door, and I could see the mirror, and there's a doe right there. And I didn't want to move, and then I saw the front of a rack. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a buck coming. And I was so intent on watching the other deer, I didn't even have my release on my string because he was out there, 100 yards. So I hooked my bow up, and the buck stopped and looked back. And honestly, I don't know if I even got the on video. I couldn't move. I mean, the deer was 20 yards away from me. I mean, I had a doe 10 feet away from me. And it's some parts, this is the part about self-filming, that things can go wrong, or not go wrong. It went great today, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But I do know, I can see him laying over there. I'm gonna give him a little bit of time, because he's a big deer. It's my first mule deer with a bow. I've shot a bunch with a rifle, but this is my first one with a bow. And the PSE put the hammer on him, Muzzy Trocar, boom! I am so excited right now, I can't take it.
The sights and sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
Lewis and Clark. No maps, no fear, and the gun they chose to conquer the West, a .46 caliber air gun. 200 years later, a call is answered in the last of the wild places of our great country. And again, an air gun, a .50 caliber. 2 centuries later, now more powerful, still no powder. The Umarex Hammer.
Introducing the Maverick Hunting Blind. Our blinds are designed to last a lifetime, so you can put an end to yearly setup and take them. Our lightweight 2-piece design makes them extremely portable. The Maverick blind is built to handle any season. True 360-degree viewing means more opportunities to take your shot. Set it up your way or use a Maverick Next Level platform system. Go farther and hunt longer than any other hunting blind. Maximize your hunting experience with Maverick blinds.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Blinds, Umarex Air Guns, the New York Sportsman's Expo, PSE Archery, CVA, Scentlock, Nocturnal Lighted Knox, Muds Boots, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, Steel, and these fine sponsors.
Okay, I want to clarify on something here, because all of you right now are wondering, why didn't he shoot that big one? That big one was 100 yards out. I'm zoomed in all the way on him. The other one was 20 yards out. That's why the other one got shot. And on top of that, the day before, I had a coyote come in the field and clear it, came back and a doe ran him off, so I wasn't taking any chances.
The feeling I have right now is the feeling of why we bow hunt or hunt all in general. It's just, my whole body is just in shaking. It's the best thing in the world. If you could take this feeling and bottle it, you'd be a millionaire in minutes.
The blood looks awesome. I watched him drop. He's right somewhere over there, but we're gonna follow the blood trail. We're gonna do it the right way. So come along. Awesome. The blood is awesome. Blood. I can see him right there. Yeah. Look at that rack looking up. Oh, is he awesome? Nocturnal still lit. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're really happy you got a nice buck. That's a beautiful deer.
This right here was the lifesaver. I watched that nocturnal bouncing all the way from the blind. That deer went about 125 yards. I knew exactly what was going off. Here he is, South Dakota. Second trip was a charm. I was here in September with Victor, and these guys were just playing hard to get. And he came together this morning. Boy, I tell you what, it's been tough. We have been fighting the full moon. Been seeing them, just not close. And I don't know if you saw in the video there, I had that big 4x4 right about in here. I was filming them, and this guy just snuck in with a doe on me. I never knew he was there. I had just enough time to get on him. He was quartering away. I came in back, came through to his off shoulder. He didn't go 125 yards. Muzzy Trocar did its job. Look at this buck. First muley with my bow. PSC, man, I tell you what, I am so happy. I am so happy with this deer. He's a stud. I'm tagged out in Montana, South Dakota. I'm headed to Wyoming looking for a hat trick. That right there was one of my most memorable hunts. I love mule deer hunting, and I love South Dakota.
Rush Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Welcome to Rush Topics. I'm Brian Kirby, and this week I want to share with you an awesome recipe I have here that you could do with your venison burger. It's called smash burgers.
So we're gonna take this meat combo that we did on meat day. It's part ground beef, part ground venison, part ground up bacon bits, and high temperature cheddar. We're gonna form that into a lightly packed meatball. Now we're gonna set our flat top grill to a low heat. So what you're gonna need for this is sticks of butter, your seasoning of choice, and cheese of choice. Melt the butter on the grill top where you plan on placing the burger patties. Now I'm using a special tool that's made for smash burgers, but you could also use a very stiff spatula. I also recommend using parchment paper between the smasher and the ground meat, just so it doesn't stick. And we're going to smash each ball for 10 seconds. And that's really going to seal in that flavor. It's going to make a crust on the bottom and seal in all those juices as it cooks. After you smash the burgers, put on your seasoning of choice. And then we're going to let it sit for 2.5 minutes. After 2.5 minutes is up, we flip the burgers. And then we add our cheese and let it sit for another 2.5 minutes until it's done. And then you're ready to eat.
I hope you enjoyed that recipe. That's it for this week's Rush Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Caldwell Shooting Supplies, Muzzy Broadheads, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, Domain Food Plots Seed and Attractants, Hunter Safety Systems, Clayton Distillery, Thermacell, Briars Riverside Market, Marina Inn and Suites at Madison Barracks, and these fine sponsors.
Caught my wind.
Okay, while we're waiting for Brian to pull that fish in, why don't we join him on the last day of muzzleloader season right here in New York.
Good morning. Sun's just coming up behind me. We're doing a morning sit. It's the last day of muzzleloader season, last day of deer season for 2020. I'm not trying to get negative, but this season has sucked. But I'm trying to stay positive here. We got Covert trail cam pictures of bucks moving in the daylight. We've been seeing a lot of doe activity coming from the east side that I'm on right now. My uncle told me to sit here the other day. Like an idiot, didn't listen. My dad shot a doe on the east side, so good for my dad. That's what I get for not listening. These deer came through here like twice, according to my dad. But I'm gonna try to stick it out. If we gotta do an all-day sit, we gotta do an all-day sit. But this is it, down to the wire. Let's shut up and get hunting. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my God. This has been such a freaking hard deer season. I've literally screwed up on archery hunting, ruined my whole season, put me in a terrible mood, ruined my confidence. Got the CVA up, put the camera in a safe spot, pull the trigger. I think we're good. We did it, baby. Last minute, we did it. Right there.
Found my doe. Not the biggest one out there, but you know what? I'm thankful that meat in the freezer. It's been a really rough season. Has not been going my way. Made some mistakes, but the last day, got it done. Thank you, Uncle Craig, for letting me hunt your property once again. It's paid off.
Hey Brian, great way to stick it out right to the end. And for all of you that don't know, that's Brian, our editor, our pro staffer, makes all of us look good. Congratulations.
Hey everybody, John Lawrence here with Rush Outdoors. And when I want to know what's going on in the outdoors of New York State, I open up my New York Outdoor News and find out the latest.
Okay, now it's time for this week's Covert Corner, brought by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature a pick sent by Rush Uncut committee member Gordon Wood. Great looking Central New York buck. That's why Gordon and everyone else at Rush Outdoors relies on Covert Scouting Cameras.
Located in the lush farmlands of western New York, Orleans County offers some of the very best fly fishing opportunities in the country. From golden brown trout and acrobatic steelhead to powerful Chinook, coho, and Atlantic salmon, fishing prospects abound in the fall and winter. Whether you fish Oak Orchard or one of our other tributaries, you'll find uncrowded, wadeable waters to net one of these great species. Why not come and drop a line to our finny friends and see how fall fishing in Orleans County swims with color? I love New York.
Clayton Distillery uses farm-based, locally grown raw materials to create vodkas, gins, whiskeys, hand sanitizers, and much more. Crafted in small batches, their products are sold in numerous locations across upstate New York. Clayton Distillery, homegrown, handcrafted, and online at claytondistillery.com.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine family vacation destinations. This one-of-a-kind body of water offers fishing for the entire family. And when you get off the water, there are numerous shops and museums, along with a local winery featuring live music throughout the summer. The world-renowned St. Lawrence River is only 20 miles away, offering boat tours of the Thousand Islands and its many historic castles and lighthouses. For more information on campgrounds, cottages, and entertainment, you could look online at blacklakeny.com.
Got some awesome footage for Rush Outdoors, man.
Congrats on your first bird.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Beautiful New York deer.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Moby Dick Charters of Henderson Harbor, New York.
Hey everybody, I'm Keith Bartholomew. Welcome to Rush Uncut. We're here at Four Seasons Archery with Brandon Thomas and Gordon Wood, and we're shooting our PSE bows.
Rush Uncut is a member-driven portion of our show where viewers just like you and me can be seen right here on our TV show.
That's right, Gordon. And let's get right into it, guys. Up first, we have our own Uncut member, Gordon Wood, with a very special hunt. He kills a nice whitetail buck with your dad's shotgun.
My dad's shotgun.
Let's check it out.
Special hunt.
That's a good New York buck. I got my dad's shotgun. I haven't killed a deer with this since 2006. Good buck, good buck, good buck. What a way to start season. First day. New York State opener here for regular season. I got the job done. Got the job done, son. He's down right there. Nice 8-point buck. Not gonna pass him on, not on the first day, no way. Well, here he is. My opening day New York State buck. I was fortunate enough to take him with my dad's shotgun. Nice buck, broken beam here. Big body deer. Oh, I was in the stand for, I don't know, 10 minutes from when light was when we could shoot. And he came in. I decided at that point that he was mine. I was gonna shoot him. Made no mistake when I did it. Perfect heart shot. Ran 40 yards. The old 12 gauge got the job done. Just a little information about that. That's the first deer I've killed with that gun since 2006.
That's awesome, man.
Pretty awesome.
Special hunt. Gotta like it.
It's good to pull some of that old firearm equipment out of the cabinet and put it to use once in a while.
Make the memories.
Nice work,
Dad
Gordon.
shining down on you, buddy.
That's right.
It's awesome. All right, up next we have Rush Uncut member Shane Smith. He's heading from Kentucky down to Florida, chasing Osceola turkeys. All right, folks, here we are down in Lake Placid, Florida on these Osceolas. Pittsburgh didn't gobble 100 times, man. He would not shut up. We had more turkeys gobbling in the distance and he had hens with him. And he stayed on this road right here and gobbled and gobbled and gobbled. And Kevin said, "You think he's dominant?" I said, "I think he is." He said, "You think a gobble would work?" We started using a gobble tube on him, man, and brought him right straight. He went into full trot. That was it.
Yeah. He
come right up to the decoy. Like, man, I was gonna let him work a little bit. Doggone, man.
That's what it's about right here.
Hey Shane, way to turn in some great footage.
Yeah, never cease to amaze us, Shane. You always provide us with great footage. Keep it coming.
Good job, buddy. Glad to see you being successful. You're working hard at it and you're doing well. Hey Brandon, who do we have for picture of the week?
Rush Uncut member Charles Anderson with a great Pennsylvania buck.
All right guys, how to become a member? Log on to rushoutdoors.com, click on the Rush Uncut logo and sign up there.
Or you can come see us at the Great New York Sportsman's Expo the last weekend in January and sign up in person.
Hey guys, enough of this filming. Why don't we go have a little shoot off here and see who can throw the better stick around.
Couldn't agree more, Gordon. And don't forget to rush outdoors
with a camera. How much money you got?
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Dovey Motors, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Four Seasons Archery, Young Guns Taxidermy, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, JP Builders, IBEW 43, and IBEW 1249.
Here we go. On the Rocks Charters, Niagara County.
Biting.
Yeah, there goes everything I did. Good fish.
On the Rocks Charter, here we go, Niagara County. Nice king, middle of May. Can't beat it. Thanks boys, that was a lot of fun.
And there you have it, another great day on the water. Big thanks, Captain Mike Johannes, also Frank Campbell, Destination Niagara, USA. You want to catch big fish? Come on out to Niagara County. From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Anders. We'll see you out on the water.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Freaking shadow. Yep, there goes my shirt. Man, you gotta love the editor. That'll be a good picture.
I just sucked in a bug, that was pretty good.
Action.